Hello, welcome back to Dirt Rag TV. The next organization that we're highlighting is World Bicycle Relief. And we have Chris. And what's your title?
I am head of communications with World Bicycle Relief.
And tell me about how this project got started. It was with the founders of SRAM.
It was. 3 years ago, going on 3 years now, when the tsunami hit in the Indian Ocean, one of the brothers who founded SRAM Corporation 20 years ago saw the disaster, as we all did, saw the disaster unfolding essentially in front of our eyes on CNN, and really wanted to make a difference. So he and his wife went to SRAM and they said, we need to try to do something to help. We need to find a way to make a difference in this disaster. And so they came up with the idea of rounding up children's bicycles in the United States and shipping them to Indonesia and Sri Lanka as a way of providing hope for the children as they rebuilt. And FK's brother Stan, who also, between the two of them, they founded SRAM, like I said, 20 years ago. He said, go there first, learn what they need, and kind of applying what they learned as they built SRAM, really listen to the market, so to speak. And so FK and his wife Leah flew to Sri Lanka and flew to Indonesia and realized the need was much greater than children's bicycles. And within 14 months of the tsunami, provided 23,400 bikes to tsunami relief efforts.
And what are the bikes being used for in that area? Is it
in Sri Lanka? It's livelihood. It's all of it is based on healthcare, education, and economic development. And so it's folks who need to get to clinic. It's children who need to get to schools. And in Sri Lanka, being an island nation, it's very heavily a part of their economic development. Sri Lanka has a history of door-to-door fish sales. And so when FK and Leah first went there, all the fish were not being pulled in because the fishing fleets were destroyed.
Yeah.
The second time they went, the fish were being hauled in because the ships had been repaired, but they had no way to get them into the villages, and so they were rotting on the docks.
Yeah.
And so as bicycles got to be delivered and replaced from what they had before, more and more the fish were making it into the villages. They were able to be sold, and so fishermen, fruit sales, it really is a tool that aided their recovery and really accelerated their recovery. We've done measurements of the program that we did in Sri Lanka, and we found out that now 88% of folks who received bicycles are still using that bicycle as part of their livelihood.
That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, exactly. We're really committed with all of our projects to measuring what we do and making sure that it's the right answer for that appropriate area.
Right, we talked about that a little bit beforehand, but you want to make sure that the bicycles that are given are appropriate for the needs of the people that are going to be getting them.
Exactly.
So tell me about this bicycle. What about it is designed specifically for the area?
Well, this bicycle actually has been used in our project in Zambia, in our healthcare initiative in Zambia. And we have partnered with a coalition of 6 relief organizations, international relief organizations, to provide bicycles to a volunteer, community-based HIV/AIDS care program. And so over the course of the past year and a half, we've provided, we're on our way to finishing up with 23,000 bicycles to these HIV/AIDS volunteers in these villages. And so this bicycle in particular is appropriate to the work we're doing in Zambia. It is a bicycle that's based on the design and based on the infrastructure that's already in place, the supply chain that's in place, and more importantly, the spare parts that are in place.
Exactly. That's so that if once it breaks, it's not useless.
Exactly.
The people can fix
It can be repaired. And what we've done is we've taken the basic design, looked for failure points, and fixed them. And so we've improved the bicycle incrementally. So for instance, this bicycle has a rack that's twice the strength of any of the racks that are currently available. It has better pedals, a better saddle, a better quality of steel throughout. Very importantly, stronger tires. And so instead of cotton tires, these are nylon based. And probably the biggest improvement is the addition of a robust coaster brake instead of metal rod brakes that tend to fail. And once they fail, you have no answer.
Yeah, right. Do you coordinate with anyone to try to teach people how to repair their bicycles?
We absolutely do. We're very committed to making sure that the programs we have are sustainable and scalable. So we want to make sure that it grows. And so as part of this program, we have trained, for every 50 bikes we put into the field, we've trained a field mechanic. And so throughout the country, there's now this network of field mechanics who receive a 5-day training program, only 3 days of which are bicycle training. The other 2 days are training in essentially life skills so that they're able to open up their own bike shop. It's simple things that we might take for granted: inventory management, supply chain management, spare parts management. And in addition, we're also working with local banks to open up lines of credit so that they can buy improved spare parts for the bicycles.
That's a lot to learn in 5 days.
It really is. We have this amazing gentleman named Emmanuel, who was a preacher by trade, who now heads up our mechanic training program. And to hear him talk about how he engages these mechanics, and to hear the way that these, when they go into it, they might be thinking a month ahead or 6 months ahead in a world where their life expectancy is only 39 years.
Yeah.
They come out of this training thinking a year ahead or even 2 years ahead, and
that alone
it changes their lives.
Is worth it. Just
it
giving
really
someone a future plan.
Absolutely.
To get through.
It's incredible.
Is this bicycle available for sale in the United States?
Not in the United States, no. We are very focused on the supply chain that we have in place. We've heard a lot of comments, especially here at Interbike, how everybody would love to ride them, and they are a lot of fun to ride. But right now our focus is very much on the areas that need it. If there's a program in the United States that needs a bike, we will find an appropriate answer for that. But right now, no, it's not.
So I noticed that there's a sticker on the seat tube there with other sponsors. Is that you partner with? Sort of.
Our strength is in partnering with relief organizations on the ground. And so I like to say we don't put people on the ground, we put bicycles on the ground. So over the past...
help the people move around.
To help the people move around, exactly. Over the past 3 years, we've put more than 50,000 bicycles into disaster relief and poverty assistance areas. And we've done that with a staff that only now numbers about 8 people. And so the organizations that appear on our down tube, on the seat tube, are the groups that we partner with. They actually run the coalition of the HIV/AIDS care. They provide the training for the HIV/AIDS care. They provide the materials for these villages in Zambia.
Right.
We partner with them to provide the bicycles. And as they expand beyond Zambia and into the surrounding African nations, we plan to be a part of that.
So you're based you have operations in Sri Lanka and Zambia. Anywhere else?
Currently, in terms of foreign work, we are based in Zambia. The program in Sri Lanka is actually done. It's been finished now for about a year, and we've done the measurement on that. And other than that, our domestic offices are in Chicago. As we noted, we were founded by SRAM 3 years ago, and we share office space within SRAM, and so we have a lot of support from the SRAM organization. As well, kind of on the Midwest theme with Trek Bicycle up in Madison. Right. They help us out quite a bit as well. And other than that, no, we're based in the capital city of Lusaka in Zambia. And as we expand, we'll look to do more. But like I said, we put bicycles on the ground. We don't want to have a huge staff that kind of trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, right. Small and efficient.
Exactly.
Basically. So, what can people do to support this effort?
Each of these bicycles costs $134 to put into somebody's hands.
That's it.
And that's all. I know, it doesn't seem like much.
Yeah.
So we take donations online, and with all the security and everything, you got to be obviously worried about that. But we take donations. We also have what we call the empowerment kit on our website. And so for folks who are at a shop or are part of a race team who want to get out there and spread the word of the power of bicycles, that World Bicycle Relief is making a difference, there's resources on the website to learn about how to do that. And everything from a bake sale to we've had adult tricycle races, which are so much fun to watch. It's like, go, and all to prove the power of bicycles.
Yeah. What is the website?
It's www.worldbicyclerelief.org. Or if you'd like, you can go to the SRAM website at sram.com, and there's a link straight there.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you, Karen.
And we'll be back in a minute. Thank you.